when Peter, of course, saw this great vision and from the heaven by 3 times, and then he followed the instructions of the men that came to get him to take him over to the household of Cornelius. And he said, I perceive that God is no respecter of person, but in every nation, he that feareth God and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. Notice that work up righteousness. And that was the thing that Brother Simmons talked about this morning, was righteousness. And righteousness was by the Scriptures. Then why then do we need prayer? Because of the battle of sin that we are in, and not against flesh and blood. I want to turn and read in Ephesians, that is, chapter 6. You remember there, he said, "On should put on the whole armor of God, that you may do what? That you may be able to stand, having done all to stand." And in chapter 6 and in verse 12, he mentions this concerning putting on the armor, and tells why. "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." And so then, prayer is one of God's ordained means for us to do spiritual warfare. That's why he said to put on the whole armor of God, that we may be able to stand, having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. Put on the helmet of salvation, and take the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. So we hope and pray that them in our thoughts this morning to prayerlessness life is disaster, that we might resort to much prayer in our lives, that we might be pleasing to God. And of course, the song that's been selected this morning, we're now ready to sing that song. Praise to God.
There's a fountain